What's up, guys? I'm sure some of you have been wondering what's been going on with the ES300 that burned to the ground. Or not burned to the ground, but burned up everything that mattered. I've been kind of stocking up parts, having some guys come to town working on it, figuring out what more I need. Today is going to be an unboxing video and kind of an explanation of what's been going on and what I got to do next. So this is one box, and I'm going to go grab that other one really quick. And this is the second box. These boxes consist of the last two things to make the car run. But before I open these and tell you what I need to make the car run, I will tell you a little backstory and everything else that's been going on. Here we go. So let's rewind. About a year ago, I was welding underneath my car. I caught it on fire. I caught the dash, everything underneath the dash on fire, engine harness. The ECUs were like right where the fire was. I was welding underneath it and it caught fire. But long story short, I wanted to make it run and work out, so I bought a 97 parts car. The 97 parts car gave me a lot of stuff I needed. I sold a lot of stuff on it, but being a 97 first model ES, there were a lot of differences when it came to ECUs, wiring, harnesses, and all that stuff. So in 98, they made some changes, so the 2001 was a lot different. So I had to get a new engine harness, and then we tried to make the 97 harness work for the 2000 on the interior, but we could get it to crank over, but it wouldn't start, and that was because the immobilizer ECUs, they weren't communicating. And because of that, the best thing to do would be buy a new master key with an ECU, as well as get a interior harness or a dash harness from a 2000. So that's what I did. So let's go look at those boxes. So what's in these boxes? Some of you may already know, but I will go to the small one because that's what I started opening first. This is a master key set with a matching ECU. I'm assuming it's brand new from Modular Mechanics. That's I think a website that dealerships use when they need parts maybe, but my dealership buddy is the one that recommended this to me. So I've got an ECU, Toyota, hopefully that works for Lexus, and two keys. These are not Lexus brand keys, but that saved me like 60 bucks. So that's what I got. And I've got two other keys that I can make, like match them, but I guess the chip won't work. So yeah, this is going to allow the immobilizer to communicate with the key and the engine, and everything will sync up and start. So that's nice. I wonder if these keys, hey, they have battery, cool. I was not expecting electronic keys. If I knew they were, I probably would have just got one, but now I have electronic locks, if my locks work. Next box consists of the dash harness, and I think it's got all like the little boxes, modules that connect all the other wires to. So let me get this thing open. This might be a mess, so I might not like take it all out. There's already like plastic wire coverings. This is used. Let me show it to you guys. You can kind of see it there. I don't know if these are modules or what, but that's where all the cords, like for instance, another thing that didn't line up was the fuel pump. On the 2000, there's two plug-ins for the fuel pump, and on the 97 there was one. I tried to splice them and like taking prongs out of one connector, putting them in, and and it all plugged in, but the immobilizer was the issue. And since I was doing all that, might as well just get the right dash harness at the same time, just so that'll kind of push out any other issues that we might have. We won't have to wonder. But yeah, I guess let's go look at the car and give you guys a quick update on what I've been doing to it these past few months that I've been kind of silent. The Honda's just been the daily, so I'm kind of working on that. But yeah, finally things are getting on the move. But let's go to the garage. All right, so here's my comfy spot underneath the car. Here's the false floor. I have a 3" by 1/4" plate on both sides welded just for more structure, as well as right now I'm in the process of cleaning up all of this and adding even more weld just to anything that's not fully braced, as well as I'm welding the whole outside of this. I have this all about 90% done. I have to clean up this and do that. Still need to weld the backside of this, but that all the way down is good. On these sides, I believe what I'm gonna do is get a plate and weld it from here to this all the way down, just for even more strength and structure. So that's a quick update on what is to be done. So now let's talk about the next 2 weeks. This Honda out here is in dire need of a lot of maintenance. It's leaking from the rear main seal, valve covers. There's probably a couple other oil leaks, like from the timing belt area. So what we're gonna do is just pull that engine out. I'm gonna get it retimed, do the valve covers, valve adjustment, rear main seal. I'm gonna be doing aftermarket headers as well, because I did crack those headers. When I went over the railroad tracks, I did crack the rear one. So I'm either gonna get new ones if I can find them, or just re-weld those and just go catless. So in the next 2 weeks, or that's in 3 weekends. So this weekend, I'm gonna be finishing up the welding underneath, as well as getting the suspension in. And then, not this coming weekend, right now it's Wednesday, but next weekend, the guys are coming back down to put this thing back together. So then we can hopefully attempt to start it. If it doesn't start, then we're gonna have to figure out some more stuff. But in turn, it really should start. There's not much else that we can think of that we're gonna need. So once that starts, if it doesn't, that's fine either way. It is ready to put on the ground. So I'm gonna be putting this thing on the ground, put wheels on, just like some stocks with spacers, raise it up quite a bit so I can roll it out of the garage. So then I can roll the Honda back in here to do the engine pull. This side of the garage I'm in right now is just not big enough to have an engine hoist. Like that room, it's not a lot of room, but I have room behind the car, so we can do an engine hoist. But with all of this, there's just no good way of doing it. So I'm gonna get that out. The donor car behind it, I'm gonna get rid of finally. I just need to pull the exhaust off that and just take out all the interior pieces and just put them somewhere safe, because that needs to get out of the way so that this can get moved out of the garage and then the Honda can get brought in and do the engine swap. Well, not engine swap, but the maintenance. And hopefully that engine maintenance won't be too big of a job. There's tons of videos online of removing the engine, and I will definitely be making a video. My buddy Luke's coming down, Static FRS. Luke is gonna come down and help me remove that. I am gonna get somebody to do the timing and valve adjustment, just so that can get done when I'm at work and I can put that car back together. Because the truck right now needs to be sold like ASAP. It needed to be sold like a year ago, but here I am a year later dealing with all the problems that I'm getting and money I'm gonna lose selling it. So, oh well, live and learn. But yeah, so that's the update on this. That is gonna be the video, but the next video is me putting this thing back together, getting the floor all welded, suspension back in. The rear suspension and brake lines are all good. This side's all good. I just need to put a spring in it. Right now I'm running my 80Ks in the Honda. This side still needs the brake caliper, which is over there, and a spring too. So I'm just gonna throw like one of the 10 springs that I have. So that's up next. So stay tuned for the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.